The Star Wars universe is full of dangerous surprises, and it is one of the reasons why it never gets old. All the fanboys and girls can instantly pick a Star Wars movie, book, or comic and call it a night well spent. But for those who have just stepped into the world of laser pew-pews, Jedis, and lightsabers, the depths of story goes far beyond. Far enough that it will make a year-long series to just explain the backstories and lure behind some of the things that go into the fictional world of Star Wars. So in this video, we're going to talk about drugs in Star Wars, the dangerous drugs and their effects on Jedis, and much more. So if you are new to the channel, smash that like button, hit subscribe and notifications bell, and let's dive in. Before we start the video, I just want to point out that this video is not in any way or form trying to promote the term drugs or talk in favor in any such substances. This is just a fan's perspective on something that goes in the fictional world of Star Wars. So, beginning the video, you may know there are several different kinds of drugs that go around in the world of Star Wars. Some of the most famous that every fan would know are spice and death sticks, which was featured in Attack of the Clones. We will talk about them in detail. However, there was one substance that was introduced in Legends continuity that proved to be a far more vital threat to a Jedi than any other drug. Coveted by individuals that wanted to face Jedi in combat, one that would give them a massive edge, and a substance desired by many underground criminal organizations. A substance in the black market referred to as Jedi mind juice. This is not a joke or a made-up point. This was a thing in the Star Wars universe. So, what exactly did Jedi mind juice do? Well, Jedi mind juice was basically a drug that could actually cause an individual to not be influenced by the Force itself, meaning that if a Jedi tried to use the Force on someone that had just taken the substance, it would be ineffective. This is why it was so popular among the criminal-minded, and if any one of the bad guys was expecting to fight a Jedi, he would want to take it. But it was not something you could find in any dark alley in the galaxy. Jedi mind juice was rare and expensive and scarce. Many fans would know that, but not many know how the Jedi mind juice was created. As scary as it sounds, but it was not a Jedi's squished brain extract. At this point, everyone who watched Star Wars would know that. The Jedi mind juice was developed by using an animal known as the Laracoach. They were floating jellyfish species that were native to the energy storm atmosphere of the planet Janaris. They were a hardy species, and it seemed the Coach Lara could only survive in the skies of their home world. And survival ability had led scientists to believe that unique gases and other factors led to the creatures living on their home world. Specifically, several of the creatures were transplanted to other gas giants, however, all of them died in a matter of just days. The central bodies were translucent, almost transparent, and a sac-shaped organ contained a fluid. The constantly discharged electricity beneath their main body, there were 6 appendages of different lengths that could be used to defend the beast from harm. This was done through a discharge that the creature was capable of making, which had a similar effect of an ion blaster. Being transparent, they could easily go undetected until they crashed into a starship, or worse, they burned because they approached too close to an engine. The creatures were extremely vulnerable, and were therefore very difficult to capture and study. After the Battle of Naboo, it was discovered that the fluids that made up the body of the Coach Lara, and that were secreted when the Coach Lara was scared, contained a pale ichor, and it could be used to provide an immunity from the Force. Though the benefits were unproven, the ichor became known as Jedi mind juice. This discovery led to many criminal groups actively engaging in illegal hunts for the beasts. These Coach Laras would be captured and their fluids would be drained from them. As was expected, these hunts were often kept secret, and rumors were spread about the dangers of these gentle beasts in order to hide the criminal operations that captured them. Although the process of extracting the juices was extremely dangerous and rare, not to mention that many of the effects of Jedi mind juice were not proven, and in many circles, they believed that it was ineffective against Jedi. If they wanted to use the Force more aggressively, only providing a slight barrier, however, there were other criminal organizations that would swear by it, swearing that it completely nullified a Jedi's ability to use the Force. Let's just say I don't want to be a Jedi in a fight where my enemy has had the Jedi mind juice on him. Moving forward, let's talk about another dangerous drug, called spice. Spice was mined on Kessel by criminals. Since Kessel lay within the MAUL cluster, in the unlikely event a prisoner were to escape, they would not likely go far because of the surrounding black holes. The spice found on Kessel was glitterstim, one of the most bright spices in the galaxy. This particular spice was created by a species of energy spiders that would spin the spice into webs. Any unlucky miner that came into contact with one of these creatures would have their life energy sucked out of them in seconds. Some spice variants effects are described in non-canon sources. Real spice, for example, is explained as having an effect close to morphine. It's heavily addictive, while it can be used medically as a painkiller or anesthetic. Addicts could theoretically swing from lethargic to dangerously needy, its victims craving another high and willing to turn to violence to get it. A potent mind-altering substance, glitterstim spice, awakens or enhances a person's telepathic abilities, as Han Solo discovered in the Legends novel Jedi Search by Kevin J. Anderson. Glitterstim addiction could also lead to anxiety, blindness, and neurological tremors, with seductively easy death by overdose. Anyhow, what are your thoughts on this, guys? Share in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for joining me today, guys. Hope to see you in the next video. And may the Force be with you.